Hey guys, Chris with Vortex Edge here. Today, we talking sniper rifles. In particular, our Barrett MRAD, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, topped with our Gen 3 Razor 6-36. I chose to talk about the Barrett MRAD in particular because the Marine Corps just adopted this thing as the next sniper rifle, Corps wide. Back when I was active duty, I was actually issued an M40A3, and it's really cool to see how advancements in technology have increased lethality for our warfighters. And for me, it's an honor to even be talking and be behind this thing right now. One of the really cool features about the Barrett MRAD is with just removing a couple screws, I can swap out barrels and have this thing shooting different calibers actually pretty quickly. Ours just happens to be chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, but the Marine Corps, for example, is getting kits in 7.62 by 51, 300, and 330 Norma. So it really has a wide range of capability in terms of cartridge. With being able to swap out barrels, you can also mount suppressors to the end, which ours has here. It actually decreases a lot of the concussive effects of shooting indoors. For example, on our 100-yard indoor range, we don't have to deal with a lot of concussive effects, of course, because of the suppressor. And if we shoot outdoors, it allows you to appreciate the impacts on target a little more. MRAD stands for Multi-Role Adaptive Design, which this rifle has in spades. One of the ways it does that is with the super modular rail interface system. As you can see here, we've mounted ours with pick rails. So we're able to attach IR illuminators, lasers. We can even put clip-on night vision and clip-on thermal devices in front of the optics. And we've walked this thing out to distance under low light and night vision. Another really cool design feature of the Barrett MRAD is how adjustable the stock is. I can adjust length of pull and comb height really easy and make it really unique to the shooter, as well as the stock being foldable. And one of my concerns was, and has always been with foldable stock, is will the bolt be jarred whenever I'm transporting it or if I have it attached to a pack per se, which this one actually has a really slick design. The bolt is actually captured by the stock and it actually stays mounted pretty solid, and I don't have to worry about dislodging around or having the bolt manipulated in any way when the stock is folded. It's easy to look at this thing and just look at it overall and see how long it is, but having that foldable stock makes things a lot easier. Diving into the optic a little more specifically, like I mentioned before, this is our Gen 3 Razor 6-36. A couple cool features that stand out to me is the ease at which I can adjust the magnification. It doesn't take a whole lot of effort, but it's still sturdy enough where I'm not gonna jar it accidentally. Moving on to the illuminated reticle, which is something that I deal with pretty often. A lot of times when we're shooting targets at distance, I may not be able to put that black reticle on something, so for me it's an added benefit to be able to dial up the illuminated reticle and have it be bright enough to survive in direct sunlight. Another cool feature about this optic is the turrets themselves. They're locking and also have really positive clicks, which I'm a big fan of. It lets you know exactly where you are, and they also lock back down. The zero process can be 100% toolless as well, which I really dig. I don't need to have a specific tool. I can just get in there with a spent casing and go through my entire zeroing process and get this thing dialed in. And our 6-36 is actually mounted in our PRS rings. I have never once lost zero with them. They're very reliable and hold up to a lot of punishment. So there's a quick rundown of our Barrett MRAD chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, topped with our Gen 3 Razor 6-36. If there's a gun and optic combo that you'd like to see, drop it in the comments below, hit us up on social media, and you just might see it on the next episode of Scope This Gun.